Hello everyone, this is Koopzilla with another StarCraft 2 broadcast. Today I'm going to bring you a 1v1, and this was a user-submitted video submitted by Anthnwam. Let's get the names up there. Kaboom! Anthnwam versus Gruul. Anthnwam is also a member of SCK. He is Silver League, and Gruul is also Silver League. And so this will be a learning experience for us all. For you higher level members out there, you can just sit back and loll your heads off. But for us lower members out here watching and trying to learn and get better, I will try to help everyone out to know what we could have done better, and also we will sit back and have an awesome time watching this epic video. I had a chance to preview it, and so you are in for a treat. And so let me introduce the players a little bit. Anthnwam is also a caster on YouTube. You can find him at youtube.com/spawnmoreoverlords. I think there's a 4 in there, and there might even be a 0. Anthnwam, if you watch this, please leave a comment, and I will make sure to like it up so that it is up there so everyone can know where your channel is. And also check the description in the box below. Oh my gosh, so hard to say, isn't it? It's just freaking English. You think I'd be able to speak it? I've been speaking it for so long, but I haven't been speaking it well for so long. But anyways, I also notice I say a lot. Let's see how many times I say in this stupid video. It's hard not to say when you think about it. Okay, well, we're going to speed this up just a little bit while things get started, and these players get their builds going on. So I will have a link in the description box below, so you can link over Spawn More Overlords YouTube site. So we can see that Anthnwam is taking the long scenic route to scout out the Zerg player, and by the time he reaches their base, he will have his hatchery, and Anthnwam will spot that. The queen just runs by, not even knowing about this probe, but he does have a spawning pull up, and instead of producing some lings, he sends a drone after him. His lings are coming, and it looks like Anthnwam sees an overlord, decides to greet it, hello, and what a nice thing to do. You're a polite man, Anthnwam. And so we can see, if you notice, if I can count this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me slow this down now. I could talk a little bit about it. So we do see 4 gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the cybernetics core being researched. It is finishing right about now, and look at that timing. Pretty close. If you did check out my other video, a tutorial on how to do a Protoss 4 gate, if your timings are perfect and dead on, you could be warping in your first units right around the 5:45 mark. And so if you want to do that, I'll link that video down below, and you can check that out for a good way to beef up your Protoss build and push out with a 4 gate. Because a big part about doing a 4 gate is having your units at the opponent's base right when they're ready. And so he is sending out a probe, which is good, because that will provide reinforcements. And so he's moving out. He knows where the Zerg player is. Gruul over here. And let's see if the units on the field. There's 6 Zerglings and 2 Roaches versus 3 Stalkers, 1 Sentry, and 4 Zealots. And so it seems fairly equal at the moment. The Zerg player does not know anything is coming, but he does have 2 spine crawlers, which are good static defense, but Anthnwam will be warping in his pylon, and that will provide good defense. And it looks like the Zerg player is moving out. Does he notice? He does notice, and now the battle ensues. And so the Zealots will make quick activity of those Zerglings, and these Zealots will tank a lot of the damage and leave these Stalkers in the back to clean up. The Stalkers do, let me see, where is it? You see 10 damage versus normal units, versus armored is 14, and roaches are armored, and so roaches even though they do well, they're not the best against Stalkers because the Stalkers do more damage to them than they even do to Zerglings. But it's all, you know, just it's a numbers game. It's I'm not a statistician or anything, but I am a math fanatic, and that's just how nerdy I am, people. I play StarCraft 2 and I like math. So yeah, you could make your conclusions about me right there. That's why I had no friends growing up. I'm just kidding. I had lots of friends. They all played StarCraft 2 also. Or StarCraft 1. Oh yeah, baby. I like those pixels. I'm old school like that. Anyways. So that was a good bait by Anthnwam, baiting them away from the spine crawlers, throwing down a force field, which isn't the most useful. He does have... Oh, he doesn't have. That's why he only threw down 2, because he doesn't have enough energy for the more. But he is doing a good job at keeping... You see all the orange and red zealots? That is a great job of keeping them alive, because no one likes a dead zealot, especially not Anthnwam. And so he's trying to get the good surround, sending the zealots in, trying to get the good surround, keeping a few on the spine crawlers and focusing down the lings as well. But the forces of the Zerg are going to be able to push out. The Zerg does have so much money, not macroing the greatest, but even the while you could see that that Gruul supply count is over Anthnwam's. And so I think it's because the Zerg got his base early. Anthnwam does have a base, but he's not saturating. It doesn't look like he's building any probes at the moment, just one. Something that he could have done a little bit better. I'll talk about that while we're watching these lings battle it out. One thing that Anthnwam could have done better is continually building probes. One thing that I will attest to, even though it is hard to do, especially as a Zerg player, is continually building your workers. If you have no workers, you have no army, you have no money, and you have no girls. And I say that all the time, even though the girls don't really care how much money you have in StarCraft. But they do like it when you're a winner. They like winners. Charlie Sheen should know all about that. And even though I hate that joke, I just can't stop from using it. I don't know why. It is such a stupid joke, and it's way overused. We have some zealots over here waiting for these Zerglings to show up to the party, and welcome to the party. I'm going to cut you to pieces. Welcome to the horror of college life. So that party is over, and we have, let's see, we have quite a few gateways, but no production being pumped out of them. It might be a little bit too many gateways for how much income Anthnwam has right now, but in the future, you know, he will be able to have blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The mutas are on the way to do some harassment, and Anthnwam doesn't have any anti-air to help to take care of this. He does have quite a few Stargates if you wanted to warp in some stalkers. Warp in some stalkers. Please warp in some more stalkers. Maybe warp them in up here so they don't get killed instantly. But the zealots don't do anything against the mutalisks, and so the mutalisks will sit here and do their harassment like a good mutalist should. The little flying bat monsters. And so the stalkers are going to come in and push these mutalisks out, hopefully kill a few of them. It looks like they are. The mutalisks, from a Zerg's point of view, these mutalisks should just be swooping in and out, swooping in and out, swooping in and out, trying to keep as many of them alive as possible, not sitting there and fighting the stalkers head on, not flying overhead and doing kind of useless things with them and letting them die. You should try to be keeping your mutalisks alive at all times. And from Anthnwam's point of view, he's doing a good job of defending his production structures from being killed, and a good job of keeping his probes alive. He does... Oh, good job. I was going to say he needs to transfer some probes over to the gas, and he does right as I say that. We have a telepathic connection, you know. That's one of the requirements for joining the SCK clan is that telepathic connection. You have to go through months and months of training, and it's pretty rigorous. And, yeah, you end up being brainwashed, but in the end, we all love SCK. We're All hail Crimson. Anyways, these stalkers are here to defend the base, and the party is showing up with these non-speedlings. It is 15 minutes in the game. You think he should be getting his speedling researched. He does have quite a bit of gas, but yet the Zerg player decides not to get